Hello everybody, Lord Verminard back again in Car Dealer Simulator. We're going to keep going here with trying to buy the dealership as quickly as possible. And right now, there hasn't been a whole lot of like tips or crazy things that I've done to try to do that. But I just bought a couple of expensive cars on the last episode. So we're going to see if purchasing these was a good idea or not. And see how it works out. So let's get to restoring and see how much we can sell this garbage for. It'd be nice if I could get both these cars done by the end of the day here, but that might not happen. Okay, looking good, looking good. Got rust on a plastic bumper. I'd love to see how that happens. Okay, there we go. Yeah, oops. All right, I slipped. Okay, here we go. Yeah, some of you said that those two junk cars that I picked up, I'm pretty sure last time I just sold those to the junkyard, but I think what I'm going to try to do, as someone said, just buy junkyard parts to get them drivable, and then sell them that way, and it'll be worth a lot more. And I'll get the reputation, because you don't get any reputation selling stuff to the junkyard, right? So, yay! Okay, that's done. Get rid of that. Grab this. And just go to town with the mud. All right. And if I play my cards right, I think I can get the required upgrades that I need to hire a person, which is going to be great. Because even if I wanted to hire a tech person first, a mechanic first instead of a body person, but because if I have a body person, they're gonna do the body work way faster than I can do the tech work. So, and I don't want to do the tech work. So, so the bottleneck will be me for sure. If I have a tech, then the bottleneck will still be me doing the body work, but at least it goes a little bit quicker. At least in my experience, it does. And then, you know, if I'm not doing the tech work, then I don't have to manage the part inventory and stuff like that either. Well, I do, but it's a lot less hands-off. It's a lot more hands-off that way, is what I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I totally dorked that up. Well, whatever. Okay. I'm really glad you don't have to buy mud in this game. I just have to have a regular shipment of it. You like subscribe and save on Amazon. Yeah, just give me a 25-gallon drum of body filler, please, every week. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like this, the mechanic of doing the body work, but sometimes, like, trying to manage the camera is a royal pain. But it's mostly okay. I mean, to be fair, you don't have to do this very long in the game. Eventually, you'll just have employees doing all of it. So, that's what we want. Okay, make sure you wear your PPE when you're doing this. Dust is bad. Very, very bad. I never paid attention to it so much when I was younger, but I'm paying the price now. And even now, if I'm working on something, even if I'm just grinding or cutting some metal, like real quick, not even like a lot, but just a little bit, if I don't mask up and wear all the equipment, I am in trouble. It will put me down. So Be careful with that stuff, folks. It's just kind of second nature now. I just grab my, along with my safety shield for my face, I also grab a respirator, just stick it on. You know, just takes 2 seconds. That way I don't got to worry about losing an eye or losing a lung. Both of those are important things. I don't know, there's a culture of, like, especially with like the older people that, like, oh, I never wore any protective equipment, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you got lucky, is what I'm saying. And it's not a matter of luck or of doing things the right way. Like, it can happen to anybody at any time for any reason. And, why take that risk? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Wash this thing up. And I can't remember if this, mechanically, if this thing has a whole lot of stuff wrong with it, or... I mean, it obviously drives, so that's going to be probably good enough. I don't know if I should start doing mechanical work on some of these cars, or... I don't know. I can do it now. That's the thing, I just don't know if it's worth the time sink. It takes a lot of time to do the mechanical stuff in this game. And, you know, managing the parts and stuff, too, is a problem. And I can't afford to just buy a whole stash of brand new parts, either. So then you gotta go to the junkyard and buy parts there, and they don't always have what you need, and... Let's see, and I can't do anything other than wash. Okay, so let's mess with the odometer, I guess. I don't like doing that either, but... This thing doesn't have very many miles on it, so I wonder if I can do this. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, let's just knock this down as far as we can get it. Whoa! Damn it! Alright, that went really fast. I was not paying attention. Okay, well, whatever. Also looks like this might have a flat tire. Shit, it does. What else is wrong with it? I got some exhaust holes to deal with as well. You know, I was thinking about, like, grabbing just muffler parts. Like, all the exhaust parts. So then I don't have to worry about the holes, because I'm pretty sure I used up all my tape last episode, too. Nuts. Alright, yeah, let's go do that. Holy crap! Alright, there we go. Yeah, thankfully there's a handy little, there's a, an air pump at the old gas station here. But first, we'll put some gas in it too. Autofill, go. How much was that? 26 bucks. Dang. Okay. There we go. And it's just the left front. What was it supposed to be? I can't remember. Here, just open the last report. 2.5 bar. Got it. All right. Let's grab this and stick it in there and do this and... There we go. Done. Now it still looks flat. Why? It's not. Okay. Oh, there, it popped back up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the junkyard. Okay, the junkyard is where? I can never remember. Okay, I'll just look at the map, I guess. Just drove right out in front of those people. That's hilarious. I guess a lot of you guys don't seem to have the same sense of humor as me, but I think it's hilarious that you can just drive like a complete fool in this game. Okay, we're going cross country here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go I'm just going to do this. And I think if I just go flying up this hill here... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Junkyard's over here someplace. Oh, we're rally drivers now. Okay, look for all the crap and then drive towards it. Here we go. It always loads in. Oh, that's right. I can't go that way. I tried that once. I think I jumped and landed like most of the way through all that crap, but I'm not going to try that again. Although the junkyard's probably closed right now, isn't it? Son of a bitch! All right. When are they actually open? Closed on Sunday. I don't even know what day. Oh, of course it's Saturday. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess I'm not doing that. So I either have to buy new parts, or I have to wait the entire flippin' weekend and not sell anything. Balls. What to do, what to do. Well, how much is this crap gonna cost me? Damn it. Just gonna get a new set of exhaust parts, I guess. Geez, we are absolutely hauling. Ow. Alright, instantly dead. Let's see, I think I actually have to go over here, don't I? They make these cars tough, don't they? Wow. Alright, I'm impressed. Big downshift. Okay, I think it's this crappy looking building right here. Also closed on Sunday. And they're closed right now too. So I can't buy any parts. The only thing I can buy is flipping tape. From the stupid... Well, I guess I'm going to do that, because at least I can fix that. I'm not waiting the entire weekend. That would be stupid. If my goal is to try to do this as quickly as possible, waiting for 2 days for a stupid store to open up is not the way to do that. Alright, fine. Also just burned like a quarter of a tank of gas just driving around for no reason. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll buy one of those and 4 more of those, I guess. I don't know how many I actually have. Should have checked. Inventory. Okay, I have 7 of them now. Cool. Alright. Well, those are fixed now. Alright, let's take this thing back and let's, I guess, just do what we can. I was really hoping to put some fresh parts on it, but I guess that's just not happening. I could have sworn that I ordered... I could have sworn that I've ordered parts from the parts store before. On Sunday. But you have to pay for delivery fee, right? I have enough money. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. Crap. What, if I'm going to order a bunch of parts, then I may as well get what I need for this, too, so I don't have to pay the delivery fee twice. What do these things need, though? That's the next question. Jesus Christ. Everything. They need everything. Like, okay, so 1, 2... This doesn't even have a flippin' engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get these 6 parts used and make it drivable. Would that be worth what it would cost to get those parts? This one also doesn't have an engine. Nor Muffler tailpipe catalytic converter. Jeez, this is missing everything. Yeah, see, I don't know if that's really worth it. It probably is, but there's no guarantee that I'll get the parts that I need from the junkyard either, because those like rotate out. So an engine's $1,500, so I'd need 2 of those. Let's see. Yeah, so the exhaust resonator is 100. What do I have? Okay, I have stuff in my cart from last time. So I have a resonator, tailpipe, and a catalytic converter in there. So let's add a muffler to that. Let's add a manifold to that. Yeah, see, I think I'm just gonna go junkyard for this stuff. I'll probably just go to the junkyard and buy everything that I can. And I'll get some exhaust parts off of this car that I can use for at least one of those. Okay, and then we've also got this car, which I don't think is drivable either. Yes, we're missing a brake caliper there too, and the catalytic converter's shot, and the exhaust is trash. Okay, well we've definitely got some work to do here. Dang, this sucks. I just don't know what to do. Okay, what else does this car need besides... It doesn't really need anything. Even most of the exhaust parts aren't even in that bad a shape. Okay, so we just get a set of exhaust parts for this. The engine's in bad shape. Radiator clutch are not great either, but I don't think I can do that stuff right now anyway. Okay, so we've got a set of exhaust parts. This car needs... It's not this car. This car needs a right rear caliper. Let's see here. All the parts below 50%. All right, missing parts. Clutch, engine. We're not going to do that. Not going to do the battery. 2 calipers, a brake disc. 1 shock, 2 rear shocks, 1 suspension pin. Okay. And this one, everything that's missing. That stuff, except the engine. Okay. And this car... I don't know how these lists actually work, so hopefully this is going to work out for me here. Missing parts. Another muffler and an engine. Okay. I don't think I can buy this stuff, but... Let's see. So we open the... Nope, that's not working. See, I thought that I could... Oh, here we go. Well, looky here. Okay, so let's take the engine off the list. Why won't it let me do that? Oh, I see here. Okay, I get it. So it's showing me that there's stuff on the list. But there's stuff on here that I don't want. So 2 clutches. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, I'm getting this here. 2 clutches there. 1 muffler, 2 catalytic converters. I'm going to go 1 catalytic converter. 1 manifold, 1 pin. 4 rear shocks, 2 front shocks. 3 calipers. 7 brake discs. Good lord. Okay, so how do I put that into my shopping cart now? Okay, I see. So it just shows, this is showing me the stuff that's on my list. All right, we'll add that. Add 2 of those. Add 4 of those, and then I guess we'll just add the stuff that we need, and then figure out. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do 7 brake discs. Let's do 4. 1 of those. So I already have a cat converter in there. I already have a manifold. I have a muffler. I have a resonator already. I have a tailpipe already, and a battery. 4,500 bucks. Okay. And I still need 2 engines. No big deal. All right. Plus delivery, 4,500 bucks. Let's get it. Holy crap. Okay, well that blows all of my cash. But other than the 2 engines I need for those 2 cars, which I should be able to get from the junkyard, I hope. Well, this is either going to be a glorious triumph, or it's going to be a horrible mistake. I guess we'll find out. Oh, hey, I'm going to get my truck so I can pick up the deliveries. Look at me. My nice clean truck that is also completely falling apart. Look at that. How about that for timing? It's also hilarious that this truck will run over people, too. Okay, here we go. Give me the parts. Throw that in there. Dude, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. All right, chuck it in there. See ya. Thanks. Now, I'm pretty sure that if I load this stuff in the storage here, I don't have to run and collect it when I'm fixing a car. I can just use it, right? Pretty sure that's how that works. All right, take everything and whip it in there, and I'll get the rest of my junk later. Okay, and then take these plate kits out. And I guess the tape. Okay. All right, look at us. We're doing stuff. I'll park this somewhere. Right here is fine, I guess. Okay, and let's get to work on this car. So I was just going to replace the exhaust crap in this one, right? And we did the tags already. Is that right? Is that all I was going to do? And then I was going to use the exhaust parts from this car to fix some of those other ones that were missing things. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else on this car. Why bother? Okay, let's get to work. No, I don't have the electric tools or anything. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? How much is this car worth right now? 21 grand right now. All right. Okay, so the exhaust manifold is 44%. Was I going to just replace that? Yeah, why not? I forget how to do this. Oh. Oh, they changed how they changed how to do this. You have to let out. You can't just like wiggle the mouse around anymore. You got to like actually click. It's been a long time since I've done the repairs this way. Yank. All right. Resonator off. Whoops. Catalytic converter. No. Mode. How do I change mode? No, I want to... Why can't I take this off? Disassemble. There we go. Okay. Tailpipe. Which is screwed into nothing right now. There we go. Yank. That's actually in pretty decent shape. Muffler. Maybe I leave the tailpipe where it is and we put a we put that on a different car. Oh heck. Okay, the controls were reversed from the last time I've done this. All right. Okay, so now we do this, and we go to assemble. And we put this nice fresh one on there. Oh yeah, we're going to be working like all night on this stuff. Won't it be fun? Better be worth it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, there's that. And we'll slap that nice new one on there. Okay. Cat converter. Yeah, I'm never gonna spray it. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put this one back on. That makes the most sense. We're not aiming for perfection here. We're just gonna make it nice. There we go. And we're done. All right. Value has increased. So we were at... Here, let's open the last report. 22 grand before. Let's scan it again. 22,300. So it did not increase the value even a little bit. Interesting. Well, that seemed like kind of a waste of time. And money. Lots and lots of money. Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna sell it. Wonderful. Okay, next car. We're gonna have to drag this one in there, I think. So what do we got to replace on this car? Right, we got to do a brake caliper, and the catalytic converter is toast. Most of the exhaust is crap. The resonator is good on this car too, so that's cool. We'll have an extra resonator. Yeah, the whole exhaust is toast except for the resonator. All right, so we should do that and replace this caliper, and then clutch is bad too. Whatever. And then we'll do the body work. All right, so let's grab the truck and let's drag it in there. And hopefully, by the time I'm done with that car, I'll have it ready to sell. And I can work on these other two junkers. There we go. The heck? That was weird. It like retracted on its own. I did not hit the button to do that. Whatever. What are you doing? Drop it. Now it's not in the right place. What the hell's going on here? There. Okay. All right, so we're replacing the right rear caliper, is that right? And, whoops. And all the exhaust. Okay, great. So we're basically doing this exact same thing over again. Now the next question is too, if I have extra parts that are junk, do I just sell them or do I wait until I get the repair machine? I don't know. Let's see, resonators. Okay, that resonator is good. So we want to disassemble it. I love that you don't have to unscrew anything, you just do it. Tailpipe. Boink. All right. And muffler is 42%. Is that better than the one that I have? I don't know. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, that one's going back on. Tailpipe. We'll put that one on. Okay. And catalytic converter. This one. Like magic. And whoa. Nope. Manifold. This one. Okay. And done. Well, not quite. Two more. Forgot. Okay. There's that one. And that one. There we go. Now, does it have... Are there any holes in that catalytic converter? It says there's two. But I don't know if that was with the old one or the new one. Oh, there's a hole. Okay. There's another one. So let's assume that was correct and that was it. Not seeing any others here. Yeah, I guess it's good that I bought more tape, because I was thinking that I just wouldn't need it anymore, but I probably do. I'm not done yet. Crap. What is it, the right rear? This is such a pain. Okay, yeah, it's missing a caliper completely. So we want to assemble. Oh, we got some brake discs here. Do I have to screw that on or not worry about it? All right, cool. Okay, so now it should be drivable, correct? Drop her down. And see what it says. So that actually did increase the value quite a bit. Nice. All right, well, let's get the body work done now. And, yeah, then we'll get it listed too. All right, good stuff. We're actually accomplishing something. It's a miracle. Okay. This we know how to do. Mechanical stuff in this game, I haven't done it in so long that I totally forget how to do it. Not that it's really that, I mean, if you have decent working knowledge of how cars go together, then it's pretty easy to figure out, really, but... Oh, geez. Okay. This car is pretty bad. This junkyard car is going to be even worse. I don't know how much the value is going to increase, since they're like the worst body condition you can get, right? Like, I don't know how much it actually increases it when you fix them, but I guess we're going to find out. Okay, my least favorite part of doing this is the mud. What time is it? 5 in the morning. What day are we on? 7. So it's been a week here. I'd say we're doing pretty good. One thing that's kind of cool about this game is that there's a lot of optional work you can do. You don't have to do everything. So, because I skipped a lot of the... That freaking air compressor's in a terrible place. I skipped a lot of this stuff first time through. I just did the basic crap. I didn't bother fixing anything. Sometimes I just cleaned the car up and sent it out the door for a long time, because I didn't think that this kind of stuff really made a whole lot of difference. But if it gets your reputation up faster, it seemed like the reputation was actually more of a problem than the money. Then that actually might help this time around. So I guess we'll see. Because we're looking at rep 7. I think we need 8 to get a, to do the upgrade to get a mechanic. And I think 7, we can upgrade the body shop and get a worker in here to do that. And I think the same goes for the car wash, but I feel like that's a quick job that I can do that almost as fast as the other guys can. But the advantage of the upgrading of the car wash is that you get to do the polishing and stuff too, which does increase the value of the car quite a bit. Speaking of restoring crap, you guys aren't gonna believe what I'm doing right now. So I had to tear my car apart, my Beetle, to do the heater core. And in a a Mark IV Volkswagen, that's a dash out operation. Everything has to come out. And while you're in there, it's very, very, very common to also have to replace the blend door foam on the blend doors inside the box, the heater box. That was a notorious problem for Mark IV Volkswagens. So I'm doing that too. And then I was like, while I'm in here, so I completely cleaned the heater. I tore everything apart, cleaned everything, sanitized everything, lubed everything, put it all back together. It's all done. It's not back in the car though, because the weather got really crappy, and I just haven't been able to get back outside and do it. So of course that makes sense. By the time I get the heater core fixed in the car, I won't need heat anymore. But whatever. It's a separate issue. I took it upon myself to start cleaning up the interior pieces and stuff. There's a bunch of broken plastic, and the Volkswagen's good old soft touch plastics start peeling and getting sticky and gross, and so I'm like restoring all that crap. And I also decided that I hated my radio situation, so I'm gonna fix that as well. And you know me, I can only buy cheap used crap. So I found a really, really cheap double-din radio that has all the stuff that I want. It's a Pioneer. The radio that's in there is a Pioneer too, but it doesn't have any of the stuff that I want. The good thing about it is the wiring harnesses are the same for both. So I made a really nice soldered harness with a proper adapter and everything like that when I did the radio the first time. So there's no like no wire nuts or anything like that. It's all nice and clean, and it just plugs right in. But of course the Beetle is a single din only car, so I bought a new like front fascia, like centerpiece thing that allows for a double din radio to fit. Of course it's completely custom, and there's nothing that's like off the shelf about it, so I got to figure that part out too. But the radio that I bought, like I said, was a Pioneer double din. Just basically a media player with Bluetooth and Sirius XM. And that's another thing too. I got to take the headliner out to put a Sirius XM OEM satellite antenna in the car, so that I don't have to run a separate Sirius antenna on the dash or something like that. So that's another thing I got to do. But yeah, the radio that I bought was very cheap. It was like $50. And so I picked it up from the person, and it was in pretty bad shape. It was pretty gross. It actually looked a lot worse than the pictures. So that's what I've been doing. I took the entire thing apart and like carefully wet sanded all of the like panels, because like the whole front of it's like smooth, and it's not a touch screen, but it's just smooth and flush and everything like that. And I took all of the buttons out and took the entire front faceplate off and everything like that, and I wet sanded everything and plastic polished it, and so it looks freaking nice. So yeah, I did that. Okay, this car is done. Well, oh my god, just now it's done. So what is it worth now? Hopefully at least 30 grand. Oh God, 39,000? It was like 28,000 in the garage, right? Shit. Okay, I am okay with that. Oh crap, what are the... Nope. Tires. Oh, I should have opened the last report, damn it. Okay, tires are fine. Great. All right, I don't have to screw with that. It's got mostly full of gas as well. Oh crap, there's people here. It's 8 o'clock. All right. Okay, so we've got some expensive cars here that hopefully I can sell for a butt-ton of money. So let's list these babies right now. I was hoping to have these listed before the day started here, but... Okay, here we go. New advertisement. This one. 41,000. So like, what if we do like $65,000? Maybe a little too much. 64,750. 64 straight up. 63. 60. Perfect. I know everyone's like, just price them in the blue or price them in the red, whatever. Like, I feel like that's insane. Well, this one is much cheaper than that other one. That's just completely gray. 35,000. 34,000. 34,000. Perfect. All right, here we go. So there's almost 100 grand a car sitting right there. So hopefully that works out because I don't have any more money to buy cars with. Jesus, that was quick. Okay, what do you want?
Yeah. No.
Nope.
No.
Oh God. Okay. Nope. All right, well, let's drag one of these cars in the garage while we wait on those people out there to decide what the hell they're going to do. Boink. Okay, grab that. Drop her there and get the hell out of the way. Good grief, man. We're going to restore the plates, first of all. Damn it! It's not in the right place. It's green. There we go. All right. I'm glad it gives you some leeway there. Wow, man. Okay, so this car is, what actually are we missing here? So the manifold, the catalytic converter, the engine, the clutch, left front shock, right front suspension pin. All right, so we'll start with the exhaust, so the manifold and the catalytic converter first. Damn it. Okay. Why do I have to choose assemble twice? Well, this one's 1%. That's better than not having one, I guess. Can I not put a manifold in it until I have an engine in it? Okay, it's not letting me do it, so I have to have an engine in it first. Crap. Alright, well I could probably put this shock in it.
Woo!
Nope. Okay. Left front shock. Brand spanking new one in there. Okay, so that's pretty much all. Oh wait, what was there was a suspension pin too, right? I'm glad I don't have to take the entire freaking front end apart to do that. Okay, very good. What do you want?
All right.
Nope. Okay, so it is Sunday, right? Yep. So I can't order parts from the, well, I can't order parts from the junkyard at all. I got to go out there and get them. But like I said, I'm hoping to grab a couple of engines, and then I probably need a couple of manifolds too, because that one is only 1%. And that van needs a lot more stuff than this car needed. Okay, so now we're just waiting. Which is the hardest part, as Tom Petty says. Alright, I suppose what I could do is drag this thing into the body shop and get that part done. Because that doesn't cost nothing. Then we can just do the old switcheroo. I don't think I've ever actually restored a junkyard car before in this game without having an employee do it. So this might be interesting. Actually, let's just leave this here because I'm going to need it to drag it out of there. Oh my. Oh, customer. Maybe this will be the one. Hello, madam. Would you like this car?
Yeah.
Nope, not that bad. You don't. Okay. Is it just going to be all? Yeah, it's just the whole thing. The whole car. Bare metal. Oh my god. Okay. This is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? This is not the right tool for this job. And I know, because I've taken a car down to bare metal with grinder before. It sucked. Let me tell you what. Alright, I'm crawling. We don't want to do that. We're not groveling for these customers now. Come on.
Woo!
Nope. Get out of here. Alright, she's not buying that either. Yeah, me and a couple of guys just went at it with this car that we were restoring. It was an old Mercedes. Like a really old one. Not, you know, not an SL, whatever they are. Not an SL, but it was a convertible from the mid 60s. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, we just obviously we didn't have a media blaster or anything like that, but we had a very large air compressor and 3 grinders, so we just got 3 guys with 3 grinders and we just went to freaking town on it. It was loud and noisy and dusty and awful, but we got it done. And it didn't need much body work either, so we got it in We got it in epoxy pretty soon after that, so probably helps if I stand up to get those bits up there. This is crazy. I cannot believe I'm grinding the entire car. And I'm literally going to have to get on top of it to get the roof, too. Wow. Hey, customer. Hey, hold on a minute. Busy here. I'm wondering if I get the rest of this, if it's gonna just like finish the rest of it for me so I don't have to climb on the roof. We're gonna find out. Imagine doing this with sandpaper. I have 2 customers waiting. I should probably go out there. Damn it. All right. All right, what do you people want? Buying this or what?
Woo!
It's getting closer, but no. All right, how about you?
Yeah!
Yeah, I purchased it for 23,000.
No way.
So I'd be making 17 grand. That's getting close, but yeah, I'd rather just have somebody just buy it straight up. All right. Keep going on this thing. And we have another customer. All right. Yeah, I gotta climb up there on the roof. Unbelievable. All right. This better be worth it. If it's not. Jeez. Okay, come on. Yes. Okay. God, what a pain. Nope. Run back and forth, back and forth. Now we gotta putty this entire thing. Are you kidding me? Now we got a customer. All right. Yes. 60,000 big ones right there.
Whoa.
Awesome. All right, I like it. I love it. I didn't get a rep for that. I mean, I did, but it wasn't enough to level me up. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so we grinded the entire freaking van. Fun. Okay, let's grab the putty. Let's go to town with it. I'm gonna start on the roof, and maybe that'll make it easier to complete. Oh my god. Okay, we're already having some trouble. Okay. Yeah, see what I was talking about with the needing the body filler in bulk. Not unheard of to do this with some cars. Now, not a good idea for sure, but if you have a car that's mostly straight and you don't have a whole lot of dents or anything to worry about, but it's just but you had to do a lot of metal work to get it there, you know, like a lot of hammering and stretching and stuff like that. You're gonna probably put a really thin layer of mud all over the whole thing, because it's probably gonna be it'll be too much to just use really heavy high build primer for. But yeah, do whatever you got to do most of the time. No, I said really thin. Like, you guys are probably imagining just dumping a whole ton of it all over the car like this guy is, but like really thin. Because, you know, there'll be a lot of tool marks too. Like, something you have to use like a like, especially if you've had to to use a peen hammer to hammer a panel back together or back straight again, then it's going to leave like little hammer marks. So then you use like a rasp like looking tool to smooth out those high spots and flatten them down, but then you still got the little low spots that are like, you can barely even see them, but you can definitely feel them. So that's where you want to break out the mud and do that. This is ridiculous. I should not be doing this. I've often wondered, like, after you get the employees and stuff, if it's worth it to restore the junk cars that you find, because you have to use so many parts to get them back up and, you know, back up to perfect. So you blow through your entire parts inventory, and I don't know if it's worth it or not. I don't really have much of a parts inventory right now, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but yeah, nope, not enough. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go back and contemplate my life decisions here. Okay. Mud it up. Gonna take freaking forever. So I was thinking that I'd get both of those cars done. Yeah, I think what I'll probably do is when Monday comes around, I probably won't get to it in this video. We've gone on long enough here, but when Monday rolls around, I'll probably just go to the junkyard and buy everything they have. And that way I'll have a good inventory of parts, even if they're not perfect, they're usable. But see, I don't even think I bothered doing that last time around. I think I just went straight to buying stuff from the parts store. And that probably hurt me a little bit, actually. Because I'm like, well, if I'm going to bother doing the job, I may as well use perfect parts, but they're expensive. And until you get the parts machine, it's not worth it. You just keep buying them over and over again. Other people said too, you buy cars and just strip all the parts off of them, then you have a parts inventory. And then you sell the shell back to the junkyard. Which I have never done that before, so we might be trying that this time around too. Especially when we get the parts machines, like, then you can get a whole bunch of parts for cheap. And it doesn't matter what condition they're in because the parts machine will fix them, right? So. But I really would like to sell that other car before the end of the day here. We're running out of time. Also, I'm hungry. I gotta make dinner. My family's probably hungry too. I'm surprised they're not beating down my door, waiting for me to finish up. That'd be cool if it kept track of how much mud you actually used on this thing. This is probably the biggest car you could use in this, the biggest car you could mud up in this game, right? Like as far as square footage of panels. A big freaking van. Doesn't really get much bigger than that as far as panels go. Yes, okay. God. Now this should go a little, well, this should go a little faster. Please buy this car. Yes! Okay. Rep 6. New cars, new upgrades. Let's look at all of it. Look at 94 grand. Just like that. Okay, so upgrade. Okay, so we can't do that yet. We need rep 7. Wait. Yeah, and that's when we get the repair machine too. So we are gonna definitely want that. So level 3 body workshop. Give me that right now.
Well, we're back at square one, kid. But in a good way.
What?
I got you a job here, and now you can hire somebody yourself. Candidates are already applying in droves. Check the PC.
Okay, I know how to hire somebody. Okay, and we're gonna do this right now. Bang. So that doesn't give us an employee for that, but we can wash and wax. And we need rep 7 for the car wash as well. Let's go ahead and get this too. Why not? That doesn't give us the air pump, but yeah, okay. And I think that's all we can do. That's everything. So we gotta wait until rep 7 before more fun stuff starts happening. And the underground garage is rep 7 also. And we still have money left. So let me see here. Where's the employees? All right, we want Paul for the body shop, right? I think we want to stick with the lineup that we had before. We're hiring him. Okay, great. Workstation. Assign. Done. We have a Paul. Okay. And he's probably not here now because it's closing time. Oh, he is there. Oh my god. Do it. Yes. Go. Oh my god. I don't have to do it anymore. This is awesome. Okay. And now we can clean stuff up even more better. This is great. All right, well, I'm going to end this one here. This is, like I said, this has gone on long enough, but I think we did pretty well. We sold 2 very expensive cars, and it looks like the risks paid off. Now we've got all the upgrades we can do, and we still have a good chunk of money that we can buy some more stuff with. So that's what we're going to do next time. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time playing Car Dealer Simulator at Hello Goodbye Auto. Hopefully you had a good time watching. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing because that would be great too. Doesn't cost nothing. If you do want to spend money on me, you can. I have 2 channel membership levels. Take your pick if you want to support me in that way or not. That's fine too, whatever. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.